Hey, Julian, Kyler, Tech.
Howdy.
I wonder if you could tell us what it's like on an NFL road trip. I know, basketball, baseball, hockey, a lot of games to be played. NFL, not so much. You guys go home, stay out there, and what's your favorite memory from a road trip?
So in the NFL, our away trips are business trips. It's not like NBA, baseball, hockey, where these guys have 3-4 games in the night. Once we get there a day before, unless it's a West Coast trip, where we'll get there on a Friday, or we'll leave right after practice. We have curfew the night before the game. Night before game, always curfew. If we play a home game, we stay at hotels so they could check those curfews. And it's also because we have night meetings. So like when we travel, usually Sunday, we'll have a walkthrough at the stadium. After the walkthrough, we pack up, we put our suits on, we get in the buses. It's like a fucking hour bus to Providence. Then we hop on the plane. When you get to the plane, right before you get on you go straight to the tarmac. They have tables of all the food that you get to pick. So there's cheeseburgers, chicken sandwiches, PB&Js. Then there's like every kind of snack you can have or want. And then you go you walk up the stairs in the plane, you get in your seat. We had lovely flight attendants always that were with us for the longest time. So you'd become very personal with them. So they knew what your drink order was. So I always liked my electrolytes and a cramp juice. And so I get to my seat, which we're hearing about how the plane was right now publicly.
All the talk.
We used to have, the 2-3-2 plane, and they were like kind of older seats, but I'd have 2 seats, and that's how you do it. And you go to your area, they'd have your favorite stuff that you like, and then there'd be an on-flight meal, some kind of chicken, some kind of fish, usually always, and maybe a beef. There's always a 3, and so you'd go through that, and then on the way back, you'd have like homemade cookies made and stuff like on the plane. The travel was awesome as far as traveling. I mean, the plane was, we used to go Delta, and that was the best because you had live TV. So as soon as you'd finish your 1:00 game in Buffalo, you're watching the 4:45 second half of the 4 o'clock games.
That's nice.
In the plane, you know what I mean? So you're watching, we didn't get, when they took that away, that was kind of lame. But it was pretty cool. Like everything else, I mean, it's pro sports, so you have your own plane, and then when you get to you land in city, there's 4 buses. We all go to our bus. You have like 45 minutes to an hour of free time, and then you have like treatments. At every hotel, there'll be. We take out all like the conventional area or whatever, the big ballroom areas. We have all that taken out. So there'll be like little film rooms. So you'll have film room if you want to go watch film. There'll be a big training room. So there'll be a lot of guys in there getting their bodies ready. So there'll be like a 45-minute hour of that. And you have dinner. And so then guys will start to funnel into the cafeteria. And that's where like the breaking bread and the hanging out process is. And there's usually, it'd be the same kind of food. There'd be a chicken, a steak, a pasta, brown rice, a marinara, a meat sauce, a chicken wing night before. And there'd be like a specialty dish of where you were at according to the city you were in.
Ooh, I like that.
So like Denver always had really good food. Then I remember because we stayed at a really nice hotel there too. We didn't stay in the greatest hotels, so I don't know, like I hear these basketball guys, they have in their contracts, they got to have like presidential suites and they got to stay at 5-star hotels. We were always at a hotel right next to the airport, no distractions, couldn't leave anywhere. So then you eat, and then after you eat, we had 7:30 meetings, offense and team meeting, and then you had offense and defense, and then you'd walk through the whole game plan the night before. in a big old ballroom, you'd walk through every play. So that could be 60 to 75 plays as a team. And everyone would go over and, each coach would be looking at their position group. The lineman would go do a couple of steps and kind of say what they had to do. And they would say, all right, we're going to us to this. The receiver would do a walk to his routes in a condensed area. But like, all right, we're running an in cut. You're running the cross, just to show that everyone knows what to do. So you'd walk through those, and then after that, you get treatment again. And by that time, it's like 9:30, 9. Everyone naturally funnels into the cafeteria because the college football is on. So guys are watching the college football, getting a late night snack before everyone goes. And then I think curfew would be at like 11. And then you wake up and it's the same kind of regimen where you go and you go to the cafeteria and then you have a team meeting. You guys go through one last key before you leave. We already have the hay in the bank. Now we get to the stadium, and then it turns into a different operation once you get to the stadium. But the travel, like, I was accustomed to Kent State where we were busing to places, so I thought it was fucking awesome. I got a cheeseburger. I can do whatever I want. You can do
busing to Muncie.
You know what I mean? It's literally, we bust to Muncie. So it's different than the other sports because, they have so many games where it's part of the road is part of their life.
Yeah.
We're taking our operation in Foxborough and we're literally bringing it to that one spot, and we're doing everything that we do in Foxborough at that one spot. And it's a business trip. No, guys are rarely going out. I mean, if you had friends or family, you could get them a hotel room. No one was on your floor. No one was in your hotel room. That was conduct detrimental to the team. So you would get suspended, and you'd lose a game check if anyone were ever on your floor.
Even just on the floor.
Can't be on the floor. Well, there'd be so much security, you couldn't get anyone through there.
That's true.
So no candles, nothing burning. That's what Bill used to say. If it burns, you can't have, don't come in here with, you have incense, this, that. If it lights, you can't have it in.
Coach, I brought my diptychs. Coach, what about my bays?
Some of the most epic Bill times are when he'd be explaining the rules and regulations of what the schedule is going to be.
Hotel.
Yes.
Yeah. Hotel rules with
or like every year, the same day, like right when you get in, right after the conditioning test, you had like an hour and a half meeting where we go over all like the rules of the NFL. Like we go over the fining for, players' weight, the this, the that, how much it was if you were late to meetings, how much it was if you had, we would go over like an hour and a half of rules. And the way he would project, he's like, if it's a fucking weapon, you can't bring it here. All right, light. No bows and arrows. Like the way he would deliver it would be so funny. And it was funny. Or like when we were traveling to Europe, look, we're not going to be out here fucking getting fish and chips, guys. Like this is a fucking business trip. You can see Uncle Ben on your own time. Like, you know what I mean?
Get some rice. I like peppering a little jab here and there.
Oh, it was fun.
I can just picture Bill being like, I don't care how good that little thing of Pringles looks at midnight. Don't touch the mini bar.
Oh, you can have that.
You can do mini bar? Oh, nice.
There was no alcohol in mini bars, but
oh, true.
There you could order whatever you like. You could order food.
Now, is that on the team or is that on you?
That's on you. You got. I think when I first started going, we would get a per diem. Oh yeah, no, this is good for the travel. We would get per diem. You get an envelope. Bears would sit and hand it out to all the guys. And it started out like $36. We get $36 for meals because they said that they had all the meals at all times at the hotel for us. So it was like some teams would be getting like $200, $300. A guy, which I don't know, but. And then it got to like 60, but as soon as we get that money, it'd be cash. Everyone would put their initials on it, and one of the flight attendants would come and get a bag, and everyone would put their initial on their dollar, and she'd go and she'd pick 2 out, the first one would get the money back, and the second one would take the whole bag.
Yo, so a lottery, plain lottery.
It'd be like a G.
Holy smokes, that rocks. Did you ever win?
No, I didn't do it.
Oh, you didn't do it?
Nah.
Okay.
That's gas money. When I was young, I was like, that's fucking, I'm not making hella money. Fuck these
I'm not
guys.
risking this $36.
Yeah.